Hi everybody and welcome. My name is Kiara and today I'm going to be guiding you through an all levels class that is going to stretch out the entire body, but we're going to have a very nice large emphasis on especially the hips to really help to relieve some stress and to really open up any tightened areas that we may have been kind of hiding some emotion away in. This is going to be for all levels, like I said, but some stretches are going to be a little bit more advanced than others. Please feel free to subtract or even add on to the stretches just to find something that really suits your flexibility and your strength level. We're here to increase our health. We're not here to subtract from it. So please be mindful and honor your body. All right? So that being said, let's get started. We're going to start behind our hammock. And we're going to grab onto it in a push grip, holding on both sides. We're going to step the feet wider than hip distance apart, bend into the knees and send the arms forward. Let the head kind of drape down here, getting into the shoulders. Deep breath in and exhale out. You can find a little side to side if you like. Maybe you still find that stillness. Deep breath in and an exhale out. And again, another one, deep breath in, and an exhale out. Lovely. Let's begin to bend from side to side. Maybe taking those feet just a little bit wider. And as you come from side to side, make sure to push down through the pinky toe side of the feet. Nice. Really stretching those adductors, getting through the inner thigh. Lovely. Holding on over to the left, hold on with your left hand, take the right arm down and open up, twist. Keep bending into that left leg. Open up the heart just a little bit more if you can. Good. Exhale, take the hand down. Hold on to it. Come through center, opposite side. Hand down. Left hand down. Right arm up. Gaze. Really turn at your torso. The head and the neck are the cherry on top to your twist. Good. Firmly push down into your left hand and open up just a little bit more with the chest. Lovely. Take the hand forward. Both hands find the hammock again. Point all 10 toes forward. Push the hands and then melt the chest through. Lovely. Take the knuckles together, bend the elbows, and drop the head through a little bit more. Nice. Extend the arms away, bend into the knees. Nice. Sit back onto those heels. Lift up, push, raise up through the chest, maybe gaze up. Deep breath in, exhale out. Lovely throat stretch there. Start to bend back in, soften the back, neutral spine, sink into the hips. Drop into those heels. Good. Same thing. Push into the heels to rise. Lift up through the heart. Stretch the throat. Nice. Back to center. Bend into the knees. Sink a little bit deeper. And you'll notice when you do that back bend, if one shoulder blade is activating a little bit more than the other, you just have to push down through the hand that you don't think that shoulder blade is activating. And you'll notice that the shoulder blade starts to rise up and that section of the back gets activated. Let's try that again. Lift up, press down into the hands, lift through the heart. Stretch. Lift the chest, both right and left pectorals. Lovely. And back to center. Bend into the knees. One last time. Get deep into your squat. Take the right hand forward, the left arm down. This is a little bit much on the knees. Don't come down as far. Keep the hands on here. Make sure that you have a nice little bend here in your back. So you want to stick that tush back. You don't want this with that curved round back. If you have that, lift up a little bit higher, then find the arch in the back and hold. Otherwise, we're here. Keep pressing into those heels and see if you can kind of rock back and forth. Now, some of us are gonna have that Malasana squat, some of us are not. I have just been recently able to do this squat, and still some days are better than others. So we're trying to get ourselves out of the knees and more into the inner thighs here. So you can kind of play with touching the hands down, with lifting up. Good. Wherever you are, just hold here. Take a deep breath in. Nice strong back. And if you start to notice that your inner arches are smushing down, pick them up. You should have like a little, you could slide like a pencil underneath them. Fingers underneath them. Just a little bit. All right. Take yourself all the way back up. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. Let's do a cat measure, especially for those who were here. So let's do cat spine, lifting on up through the upper back, pushing the hands down, chin to the chest, stretch out that upper back. Lovely. All right, stand up, little shake out through the hips here. Now, what we're gonna do, so we're going to take our right leg onto the fabric, catching kind of back the back of the knee, and then take the opposite knee down. If your hammock is too high, it's going to be a little bit tricky, a little challenging. So you need to make sure that your hammock is on the lower side for this one. Good. We're going to take the ball of the foot down onto the ground, if you can. It's a nice way to keep the hips nice and square. When the foot in the back is not anchored, you can kind of just do whatever, but when the ball of the foot is on the floor, it's engaged, you don't really have a lot of room to go anywhere, and you have that like nice even scissor rather than that crooked scissor. You know what I mean? All right, so holding on, we're gonna press forward and make sure that you're not just mushing into this hip. You want to make sure that that's nice and even like that scissor. And we're breathing. Good, let's take it back. We're going to push the hammock to the calf, ankle-ish region. Slide the hands down and fold. Here, if you want a little bit more, try to press your hamstring down, but be very aware of how this feels. Nice, take it on up. Slide the hands up, pull, up, foot is down. We're gonna step ourselves up, little hops here. All right. Drop the back of the knee, press forward. Now, make sure that you're not just sinking into this, right? You want to make sure that you're still lifting up through this right hip as gravity brings you down to the ground. So, difference is not dumping. You can still get as low, but it's super activated. Nice, drop the knee down, stretch it forward. Good. Drop the knee down, stretch it forward. Drop the knee down, and stretch it forward. Nice. Pull your hands up a little higher. Push, back bend. Nice and strong through that back ball foot. Press the hips forward again if you like. Nice. And drop it down. Lift it on up. Take your time getting here. Release the leg. Shake out your hands. All right, let's do that on the opposite side. So let's take the left leg on. We're gonna catch it to the back of the knee. We're gonna take our other knee down. Have the ball of the foot onto the ground. Good. Remember, scissor. Push forward. And if you find yourself starting to lean to one side, you really have to squeeze it to the muscle. Really have to bring in that activation in order to tell the muscles this is where we are going. Nice. Oh, that's a good stretch. That's how you get into those super tight areas. You gotta squeeze them to open them. Take the hammock to the cankle, calf ankle. Nice. And then let's slowly fold over that leg. Good, lift on up. Take the hammock to the back of the knee, slide the arms up, pull up to the top. Nice. And press the hips forward. Bend into the knee, drop it down. Good, lift up, push it forward. Knee drops, hold the way down, and push it forward. Last time, knee drops, and push it forward. Slide the hands up a little bit, back bend. Find that psoas muscle, that big hip flexor. Good. Pull it on up and release the leg. A little shake out through the hands here. Okay, we're going into some splits practice. We're gonna hold on first, push grip, step the right foot in front of the left, nice and long through the legs, extend through the arms, hinge at the hips. So before we're even going down there, going anywhere, going to our classical shape, we're setting the foundation. Watch your back foot. Notice if your arches begin to mush down towards the ground. Make sure that you're finding activation in that back leg. So you can squeeze it to kind of see what's going on with that. Lean forward a little bit more. Really feeling those muscles turn on. Maybe you don't feel this at all. If not, you can lean forward even more. And if it feels comfortable to do so, you can take the hands down to the ground and fold over the leg. Make sure that that back heel is really pressing firmly into the earth. And yet again, if you want to get deeper into this, try to push your hamstring back. Lovely. All right. Slowly, with control, bend the knees, coming on up. Slowly, you can even take the arms up. Deep breath, and exhale it out. That's a good one. All right, let's do the other side. Left leg this time, forward. Probably looks like the right leg to you, I'm sorry. It doesn't really matter if I mirror you right now. Press the heels down. Extend the arms forward. Yet again, watch your back foot. Maybe it's fine, who knows? Extend forward a little bit more, set that firm foundation. All 10 toes move forward. Keep pushing forward with the arms. Breathe. Nice, get a little bit lower. Good, a little bit lower if you can. And if you're comfortable, you can take the hands all the way down, fold over the left leg, or the right leg, wherever you are. ever notice in this pose that your hip starts to kind of pop up, you're having this thing, you can take your thumb, push it into the hip crease to send it back. You might have to come up a little higher if you do that, but that's okay because it's form over flexibility. When we're ready, we're gonna come on up slowly with control, and if you're comfortable, inhale, deep breath, and exhale. Nice work. Grab the hammock in front of you. We're gonna take our right leg on. And take the left knee down. And this is gonna be a little bit more. Just check in with your body, make sure that you're not doing too much. Now, from here, hopefully I don't slip and slide, take the ball of the foot down onto the mat, holding on with the left hand. You're gonna take the right arm back behind you. Nice big twist. Keep the right hip down to the ground. Good. If it's comfortable, you can drop the right hand back, maybe grab for the heel and lean back. Maybe you can even drop the head back or look back at your right thumb, whatever feels most comfortable. And if you like, you can push the hips forward just a little bit more. That is lovely. Oh, inhale, take it on up. We're gonna take the hands down by the sides. Now, if you have blocks, you want to use blocks, you can absolutely grab them here. You can do first setting, second setting, or third setting, depending. We're going to start to go for a little bit of a back bend. So if you like, you can just press the hips forward and be here. Just watch your low back. You don't want to crunch into your low back. Think about a nice, even, smooth transition as you press your hips forward. You can even take your hands to your back like so. Press the hips forward. And if you like, you can drop the hands back, maybe touching to the ground. That's a really deep hip stretch. If you're comfortable, maybe you're here, and then you're just leaning back. Nice. Let's take it on up. Bend into the knees. Inhale and exhale. Nice. We're gonna push the hammock to the ankle, calf ankle. Now this is where we're gonna just take the leg, kick it to the side. Left arm is down. Just open to the inner thigh a little bit more. Watch your kneecaps here, your inner knee. That starts to feel a little bit weird. You can back off. Squeeze your hamstring, your inner thigh, and then the stretch will be delivered right there. Good. Let's take it up. Lift. And stretch over. Nice. All the way up. Holding on to the hammock. Let's square ourselves over to the front of the room. And we're going to be very careful with this one because this one can be a little bit much. You're just going to go with how you're feeling. We're going to start here, and then we're going to slowly slide down, maybe taking the head to the knee. Make sure that you're plugging the right femur bone, that big ball and socket, inward so that it's not just kind of flubbing out. Send it forward and back. Nice. If this is where you're going to work, that's awesome. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take the hands down. If you want a little bit more, you can slide the left leg back into a split. Take the hands down and just gently fold. Good. Pick it on up. Catch the back of the knee. Little turn here. All right. So we're back to square one. If you need maybe a little bit of a blanket underneath this knee, we're gonna pick the back leg up, grab for it, and bring it in. Now, if this is not accessible to you, you can always grab a strap, wrap it around the leg, and bring it here. If this is really not accessible to you, I still want you to find a stretch. We're here, all right? Still gonna find that nice big quad stretch here. It's just about meeting your body where you're at to find that place where it's accessible. If you find you're not really getting anywhere, you're here and you're like, I don't really feel anything, kind of crease your hip back and then lean forward into it. That's gonna really turn on the quadriceps. You can also flex that back foot. Something to keep in mind here is that I'm going to turn this way. Where your heel touches your seat, right? So you don't want to be out here, right? You want to be here. As if you're kind of like folding your body up. All right. Release the leg. A little bit deeper. If you feel like you can go there to the ankle, we're going to start on the ball of the back foot. Press the hips forward and go as low as you feel is comfortable for your body. Good. Let's pull on up. Wow, that's a big stretch. Woo. Okay. If you're looking at me like I'm crazy, like, holy crap, I could never get there. You can get there. Just take some time. All right, so let's do the other side. You're gonna take your left leg in this time. Drop down onto the right knee. Ball of the foot planted onto the ground. Right hand reaches on. You're gonna take that left arm back. Nice big twist. Now it's interesting for me here that the chest opens. You start to notice that your shoulder is pressing forward. You need to come back a little bit more, squeeze your core, and then open up here. Good. Drop the hand down if it's comfortable. You can drop the head back as well. Squeeze into your right thigh. If you're comfortable, press those hips a little far forward. Next, let's lift on up. Okay, coming into that big back bend again. Now you can take the hands to the back to start, press the hips forward and just lean back slightly. If you like, hold on, I'm gonna fix my leg. Okay. If you like, you can drop the hands down and try to feel for the ground. This side's a little tighter for me, so I'm just gonna work my way there, all right? So hands to the back, push the hips forward, keeping that balance, squeezing where it matters. And if you're ready, drop the fingertips down. Nice. And come back up. Catch the hammock to your calf ankle. Take your right hand down, stretch the inner leg. That one is a spicy one, especially for my right hip, because my right hip's a little bit tighter than my left. And you'll notice that, you'll encounter those kind of nuances as you work with the legs, and you can kind of map out your body's muscular imbalances through your practice. It's kind of neat, kind of scary, but very neat at the same time. All right, let's lift on up. We're gonna take everything back forward. All right, here we go. This is that deep kind of stretch. I'm gonna pop to the side. All right, so levels If we're here, this is awesome. This is a great place to be. This is a nice way to stretch that front hip. If you want, you can drop down, get a little bit lower, take a little snooze. And if you like, you can take the hands to the inside of that left leg and just try to find the ground here for that split-esque kind of lizard pose. And if you want, you can find that little extra bam. Good. All right. Coming back up, we're going to catch the back of the knee. We're going for that quad stretch and gently begin to lift the leg off and bring it in. Make sure you find your posture right into that quad stretch. You're not stretching the knee. Heel touches towards the seat. And of course, if you need to stand up here, please do so. Don't skip it. Gotta work through it. All right, take it down. We're gonna bring it all the way up, and here is that fireworks kind of moment. We're gonna bring the ankle onto the hammock. And when we're ready, we're gonna go for that split. Going as low as is comfortable, finding those inner thighs. Nice and active here, and breathe. Nice, pull up to the top. That was a good one. And release. All right, so let's take that into the hammock. I'm gonna give you two different variations of things to play with. One is on the ground, one is in the hammock. One is a little bit easier than the other one. Try them out, see if you like them. So the first one is a hip hang kind of variation. We're gonna take the hammock into our hips, press it down, lean forward. If you don't know how to do a hip hang, there's a video, I'll link it below. We'll take the hands down to the ground here. Make sure that this is not in your belly and you want it in your hip creases. We're gonna catch the foot around the outer side, not through the inner side, but from the outside. You're gonna step your left leg underneath your hammock's rigging points, so you're directly underneath your hammock. And then what you're gonna do, slowly, while pressing your left heel down, is slide the right leg up into your standing split. And then you can also do the other side. Bend the knees, slide down when you're ready to come down. Switch, foot hooks from the outside. Right leg down underneath your hammock's rigging point. Square off your hip, slide on up, and come on down. If you start to notice that your heel is coming up off the ground, your hammock's either a little too high or your body's really not ready to slide that leg up all the way just yet. When you're ready to come down, you can take the hammock behind your back and rest here. So hammock hooks, shoulder blades. Okay, so we've made it to our intermediate to advanced level pose. If you do not have open quads, I do not recommend you try this pose. Please be very, very careful. If you don't have open quads, you can work towards this pose by bringing the top of the foot onto the fabric, holding on to the fabric, and then lifting on up to find a kind of dancer-esque pose. But I'll show you how to get into it in the advanced way. Yet again, please be careful, okay? So my left foot, my left arch of my foot is onto the fabric. I'm gonna slide my hands up all the way up to the top. We're gonna take the right foot forward, and then we're gonna outwardly wrap that right foot around the hammock. So holding on to both sides, outwardly wrap, catch the right foot, and then hold on, switch your grip to that, just the left side. You're gonna bend into your knee, and here we are, as if we're in that kind of dancer-esque pose. From here, you can drop your head back, for the back bend. If at any point your knee starts to yell at you, release the foot immediately. Let's try the other side. Oh, my neck feels so good after that stretch. It's just such a throat opener. Okay, so right foot onto the fabric, slide the hands up all the way to the top. Make sure you're underneath your rig points so you're not swinging. You're gonna take your left leg forward, outwardly wrap. The foot, not the hip, the foot, holding on to that side, rotate, and here we are. Nice. When you're ready to let go, you can drop the leg and do a little slide down. And that is that. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you were able to find peace and nice flexibility along with it. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to get more content from me. And also, if you like, we can be friends on Instagram. I'm at Kiara Helen on Instagram. I'll see you there.